Hey everybody, this is PsyonicReaver bringing you the 5th KOTH war amongst Team LighT, that's King of the Hill. So this is Sadist, he's our current King of the Hill. Sadist LighT, he's the red Terran on the map Andromeda on the top left. And he's going up against Los Reyes del Mundo, Mo. I'm going to guess how you say that. And he's the Zerg player here, challenging our current King of the Hill. And the only information I can gather about Mo is that he is a B-level Zerg and that he likes to salsa dance. He's actually a salsa instructor. And that's all I know about him. So we'll see how he puts his salsa dancing skills to use in Brood War. So Andromeda, as everybody knows, is actually a kind of well, it depends. It depends on player skill, but at this skill level, this map is slightly favored to Zerg in terms that the Zerg can secure 3 expansions very, very easily, and only has to defend just one unified front against any kind of a Terran push. But if a Zerg gets too greedy, a Terran player can punish that. Not to mention, this map also favors Terran in a way that drops are very, very nice. You can drop in these high ground ledges and attack these expansions, or even attack from the low ground. And it's also hard for Meterless to be effective on this map, just because if you see here, it takes them a long time to get even anywhere close to the main bases to begin harassing. But if a Terran expands at a natural, it's actually very easy for Meterless to attack from this high ground here, or even over here. So we'll see how that comes along. Again, Mo actually getting a nice scout. He's going to get his Overlord headed in the right direction. Going to find Sadist right off the bat. And we can see the fast expand by Mo. And we're going to see Sadist now going to scout towards the bottom left. Or is he going to go to the top right? He's going to the top right, so he's also scouting in the right direction as well. Now, what we're most likely going to see, especially when Sadist sees this fast expand from the Zerg, he's probably going to go for a fast expand himself. Right after this Rax gets done, he'll probably build, maybe, I don't even know if he'll even need one Marine, but he'll save up for a command center and just go right for a fast expand himself, because there's really not too much that the Zerg player can do. Spawning pool halfway done, but by the time that Mo can get a spawning pool, or I'm sorry, Zerglings over here to harass, oh, Sadist almost losing that SCV, before Mo can even get Zerglings over here to harass the expansion attempts of Sadist, it's going to be already done. There's already going to be a bunker down. So the only thing that Sadist is going to try to do now is prevent that third hatchery. Unable to do so, unfortunately. So now the Zerg player feeling very comfortable, especially with his Overlord spotting the fast expand of Sadist. Knows exactly what's going on. He knows he's safe. He knows he's not going to get any kind of proxy barracks or rushed or anything like that. So he's just content to just build drones. He is probably going to build one set of Zerglings to help chase away this pesky SCV, though. Yeah, there they are. And just very content right now to just build drones. He knows he's safe. And he knows that Sadist can't do anything. Of course, Sadist kind of playing a little bit risky. He's getting his second racks up, yes, but if Sadist had decided to invest more Zerglings, like just build that one pair of Zerglings and then kill that scout and SCV, and then build more Zerglings, he could run by and do some damage to Sadist. But I don't think that is what Mo is going to do. Most Zerg players don't do that, but it's always an option. I feel it's a lot safer to put down the bunker just to help protect the ramp and the SCV's mining, but that's my personal preference as a Terran player. Maybe that's why I'm not B-level. I don't know. Anyways, there goes the Academy going up for Sadist, and of course that's going to allow him to get his stem, get his comsat, so he can figure out exactly what Mo is going to be doing. Although it's going to be fairly obvious. I mean, most Zerg players, I would say 80% of the time Zerg players always go Muta into Lurker. But like I was mentioning before, because it's somewhat difficult for Meterless to get to the main base, there's a lot of open ground they have to cover, and that favors the Marines quite well. It's only when there's a cliff is when it favors the Meterless, because then they can snipe and the Marines have to bunch up or spread out too much, and it doesn't doesn't favor them nearly as well. A lot of Marines coming over. There's no way they're going to be able to get past the sunken though, especially if these couple Zerglings are going to come out to try to scout. Overlord did see the Marines move out though, so Zerglings went out to just double check that they're out there. There's no way those Marines are going to be able to bust in there though. I mean, even though it is one sunken colony, with no medic supporting, no stem, no range upgrade, Sadist would take a lot of losses, and he really needs these Marines for the mutalisks that are going to be coming. Yep, there's the Spire. So, really can't afford to be losing Marines here. Now, he could try to be aggressive and just try to force more sunkens than is needed, hence the one drone having to sacrifice itself to turn to a second sunken colony. Looks like even a third drone. And that's the only reason why you would push out as a Terran player like this, is to force the Zerg player to waste drones on sunkens that he doesn't need at the moment. He could also be pushing out to look for expansions, but no. A Zerg player, he's content with just these 3 in the early game, early mid game. No need to go and risk a 4th expansion. And now you can see Sadist, moving just a little bit too close there. Marines running in, no stem. They're just getting all sniped off, having to stem away. A lot of Marines getting slaughtered right there. Mutalisks are going to be popping out soon. Spire is almost complete. You can see a lot of resources built up, and a lot of mutalisks are going to be coming from all 3 hatcheries here. And excuse me, I am just a little bit sick, so I got sick when I came home from BlizzCon, because in California it was all nice and warm and sunny, and then Oregon it's like snowing, so gotta love the weather. So now with the mutalisks coming out, now he knows that the Marines were forced to go home to protect against the mutalisk harass. Now he's safe and expanding to Mo is going to go ahead and do that. Mutalisks on the way. Sadist also moving up. Boy, he's playing very risky. I mean, with nothing on this high ground to spot the mutalisks, yep, here they come. They're just going to snipe off all these SCVs building missile turrets. And with all the Marines out in the field, I mean, this is not a lot of Marines and only 1 medic. Look at that mutalisk control, just perfect. Sadist looks like he's going to try to go ahead and try to break this. With 3 sunks, and not to mention assorted mutalisks there as well. Sadist is not going to break this, losing a lot of troops. And these mutalisks, where'd they go? Oh, they came back. And that's it for that attack. So Sadist would have been really just better off just holding up, having 1 group of Marines up top, 1 group of Marines on the bottom, while building up those turrets, and he would have been in a lot stronger position. But now here come the mutalisks, and they're just pretty much just gonna mop up the Sadist's expansion here. Not enough Marines at all. No Marines on the high ground, and these turrets are not gonna get up. Yeah, Sadist is in a lot of trouble. Now here come the Zerglings, and this is it for this expansion. And I don't think Sadist is gonna be able to hold his ramp either. Well, he got 4 racks, but it's just a little too late now. He's going to, looks like he's going to GG here. Yep, there he goes, GG. So game 1 goes to Mo. So, just great play by Mo. Great play only because he had his Overlord in good position. He read Sadist's every move. Knew when to put down sunken colonies, knew when he did not need to put down sunken colonies, and just good mutalisk control. And was just able to exploit Sadist's army being out in the middle of the map very well. So game 1 goes to Mo. We'll be moving on to game 2. This is SonicReaver. Thanks for listening.